Hello, gentle folk. Thank you for joining me. Sorry if my eyes look a little bit red and disturbed. It's not because I'm hungover or drunk or on drugs. It's because I've just got out of the swimming pool after a little bit of a jog. I couldn't do too much jogging because the heat assaulted me along the path, and I kind of hobbled back to the swimming pool and just fell in and then swam a little bit. And I've just showered and wanted to come freshly to talk to you a little bit about something that I have imposed on myself once again in recent days, and something that I hope to continue. And that is that each day, again, I try to force myself to write. I know the great Charles Bukowski said that you shouldn't have to force yourself. You shouldn't have to try. Don't try. It should come naturally to you, because if you don't write, you feel like you're going to die. I agree with this, but I also think that, and I'm sure you'll relate to this, that many of us get caught up in our daily lives, our jobs, and so on. And we write. I always write, but I may write every 3 or 4 days, or every week, or sometimes every 2 weeks, or sometimes it slips longer. And one of the lessons from Creative Writing 101 is just write repetitively, just continuously write. Write every day, make it a habit. And it's true that when you do this, your writing gradually improves, and gradually you start to find your voice. And so I try to write just a little journal type entry every day, and I try to make it poetic, I try to make it creative. However, you have to be careful not to get stuck at that point, because if you're just staring at the blank page or the blank screen thinking, what beautiful words can I write, you may never begin. So again, I repeat it, just write. Even if you have to begin saying, I got out of bed, I walked into the kitchen, I turned on the kettle. And of course you want to make it poetic, of course you want to make it more beautiful. And it will come, the flow will come, and it becomes more poetic. And what I try to do to push myself to be better and better and better, if I possibly can, if I have it in me. I mean, everything I write may just be total rubbish, but I publish. I don't know who my readers are. I don't promote. I don't share my blog, but my blog has about 10 readers a day. They could just be bots and machines and whatever else. It could be the FBI and the CIA, but I publish it anyway. And then, and the beauty of it, and I've been doing that. I mean, the blog has a little bit of a negative name because I've been doing it since, I don't know, probably back in just before 2010, probably around about 2009, 2010, maybe even prior to that. That was probably when I switched from the handwritten journal to digital blogging. And not everything makes it into my blog. Of course, I write a lot, and some things I just think, this is just simply not. I cannot put this out there for any poor victim to read. It would just be a waste of 5 minutes of their life. But each day, I try to force myself somewhere between 250 to 1,000 words, but typically 250 to 500 words is all it needs to be, in my opinion. I mean, whatever's good for you. You could write 100 words and that's it for your day. Publish it, and in a year or two you might be considered the most contemporary and breakthrough writers of the modern era. But anyway, just keep at it, keep writing, find your voice, find your creative inner self. And thank you for listening to me once again.